Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Middle-Aged Gamer Guy. How are you this evening? We are back with yet another Tuesday night gaming chat here with all the latest news, games, and just general talking shite on a Tuesday night. It rhymes. I'm going to stick with that. Working on it. Something that never rhymes, though, is my co-host with the who's here. It's Mr. David Jones.
You'll get a good rhyme one day, I'm sure, mate. Just keep working on it.
We'll think of it. We'll come up with something. How are you, Dave?
I'm doing all right, thank you, mate. How about yourself?
Good. Yes, I'm
still living.
No, I'm still alive. Yeah, you know. There you go. Catchphrases, rock says tunes. Say what you see. What's Mr. Chips doing? I don't know. There you go. Cheers. What you been up to, Dave?
Oh, just the usual, mate. Bit of gaming here and there. Been playing quite a bit of Wreckfest. I won't say too much at the minute because I know we're looking at it later. Apart from that, bit of Hitman, done another level on that one, and playing a bit more Outriders. It's just something co-op wise to play with a friend on a Sunday. I still think it's okay. It's not the best game ever. Some bits of it kind of remind me of a bit of Serious Sam. The amount of monsters who just seem to compile it in from every fucking direction at you. It's ridiculous. So I'm just persevering with it a bit, but average.
That's all good. It's all good. Hello, Mystic. How you doing? Hope you're well. Greeting from Australia. Mystic is currently in Australia watching this. So if I get this right, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. If I've got that right. I always get this wrong, but let me check. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Hello, welcome. So you said you've been playing Wreckfest. We will be talking about Wreckfest a little bit later on. Not been tempted to play the new Resident Evil, even though we're going to be talking about that?
Well, I didn't get massively into 7. I did try it, but sort of the setting and the sort of aesthetic of it just didn't really appeal to me, so I didn't carry on with it. But 8 does look better. I prefer the look of that.
Okay.
So I have been looking at it. I have been a little bit tempted, but it's sort of about 50-odd quid in the consoles at the moment, so 50, I haven't jumped in just yet.
Yeah, yeah, we'll talk more about. Well, it's going to be our first game we talk about. No surprises, Resident Evil Village. So I've been looking forward to that. So we'll see how it fares. And I've seen lots of people streaming it, which is quite good. Oh, I actually got the time right. It is 4 o'clock in the morning. That's amazing. Bless you for tuning in, watching this shite at 4 o'clock in the morning. You see, I have a high regard for my own talk show. There you go. Hello, Moonlight. How you doing? Good to see you. Hello. I think I already said hello, but I'll say hello again. There you go. So, should we bring our guest in?
Go on.
So, it's another guest that we had on the show. I think, if I got this right, was our second ever show. Bearing in mind, this is our 24th show. Please welcome, you know him as Mr. Paulie number 1. Please welcome Mr. Paul Newton.
Evening, gents.
How are you doing?
Not bad, mate. Yeah, I'm Paulie number. It's number 1, Paulie. God.
Oh, well, I fucked that up.
Ripped the whole show now, Paul.
Yeah, we've only been playing Sea of Thieves together for months. But you know, that's all right. That's all right. I'll live. Mate, how's everyone doing?
Well, from the chat, everyone seems good. It's all good. Every people are there. Still not Mystic. Still not currently sat in a thunderstorm. Oh no, still crying. Oh dear. Oh, it's been thunder and lightning here as well. Oh bloody hell! Paul Rose says hi to Paul, and Dave. Hello back to Paul Rose.
How you doing?
Why is he saying it through tunes?
I don't know, because he has been on here before. He watched you last time you were on, if you remember. He was here watching you.
Yeah.
Father Clout.
Mr. Paul Rose, love him.
How do Clout? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. No worries. Who else? I was talking to Paul earlier, and he said to say hi. Oh, well, that makes sense.
Gotcha. I understand now. Thank you, mate.
We're with you. And now we understand how this process works. There you go. Anyway, what have you been playing recently, Mr. Newton?
Do you know what? I still have a massive love for Destiny 2. And you think Destiny, the game, it's been out for what, 7 years now? 8 years now? And it's still an epic storyline. Some people moan about, you know, you're going over the same things every so often. But they just drop some lovely extra downloads every so often. And they bring me back into the game so well. Destiny is quite good. Yeah, find me, #1 Bally. We'll play a game together. But yeah, I love it. I love it. And as you know, I'm an Xbox gaming addict. I just think it's such an awesome game to play. If you're sat on your own, you can just go and do some bounties and you can do some easy stuff. If a few of your mates turn up, you go and take on one of the big dungeons or you take on a massive raid. I love that. It's so versatile. On top of that, what I've been doing, Sea of Thieves with a couple of idiots that I've met online.
No idea who that is.
And what else have we playing? Borderlands is good. Went into oh my word, I've forgotten the name of it. The one where there's a virus outbreak around money. Division.
Oh, the Division.
Division.
Hell.
There we go. Been doing Division 2 again as well, and that's
I do like that one.
Yeah,
I really do. And the choices you can have on all the guns and the different ways you can set them up and things like that. And if you get your perks right as well, you know, your buddy's going to be worried about health. You're going to be worried about ammo. You know, I get my little drone out. He gets a turret gun, things like that. If you work well as a team, it's an epic game. Yeah, it really is. Love it. So yeah, they're my big ones at the moment. And I still play, and I still don't know why this isn't loved by more people. Hyperscape.
Yeah, it ended up in a lot of people's worst top 10 games of the year, weirdly.
And I don't know why. Don't get me wrong. If you go into a game, if I'm an Xbox gamer and I go into a game and there's a lot of people on PC, I think the PC players have an advantage because they can move better and quicker and make more choices than we can. But it's still just an awesome game. You can bounce around like an absolute idiot, and you just don't care. Yeah, so one of my other gaming friends plays that a lot, and if we see each other online, we jump into that.
Okay.
But I think it's amazing, and considering it was a free download as well.
Yeah. There might be one that catches your eye, which we want to play on this channel, which comes out at the end of this month, which again we'll talk about on the show, called Knockout City, which is basically like a giant dodgeball tournament so it looks great, and it's free and it's cross-platform. So that's going to happen on this at some point on this channel. There you go. Mystic. Sorry, Mystic. Jesus, I should have started drinking. I'll be able to get it. By the way, I read all the book. I enjoyed it. So there you go.
Thank you so much, Mystic. And, mate, well done for playing that game and winning and getting some free stuff. I'm just glad you enjoyed it. Glad you're enjoying it.
It's all good. Moonlight wants to know, who are the said idiots on Sea of Thieves?
I couldn't possibly say. Wouldn't know how to tell you who they are at all.
I don't think there's any way that anybody will ever know.
No.
It's remain a mystery forever.
Yeah,
I know. And sometimes I listen to tunes on my radio, and you know, sometimes the tunes that I love playing with, these people are just nuts.
Yeah,
I'll never get it.
I would not understand who that might be whatsoever. I would never be able to bring up their name on the channel at any point because I could not guess who
work it out. See, that's why I'm a mind reader. It's cryptic. Everywhere.
Yeah. See? There you go. Well, on that bombshell, should we start the show?
Go on, then.
All right, then. I like there was a long pause as if to say, "Can we be asked?"
All three of us just went. We could just sit here and chat.
We've done 11 minutes.
Jump on CFPs instead.
Yeah, done 11 minutes. That'll do. Screw it. Right, okay.
One friend on Sea of Thieves who has turned into almost my fishing buddy. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Some of the players don't like it, but me and him do.
No worries. Looking at people fishing in Sea of Thieves.
Especially when you get into a big fight with like a MacLeod or something and they're still fishing off the back of the boat. That's
hardcore fishing, that is. That shit going on around you.
My hardcore fishing. What's that like? What, Sea of Thieves fishing extreme?
Extreme fishing. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was one of my favourite statements. There's a MacLeod, but we're still fishing.
They should have an option in, shouldn't they? So all 4 of you would have to like try and land the Megalodon with your Rozzle at the same time. That'd be something fun to add in. There you go.
Use the harpoons and the fishing rods.
Take it to the next level.
That would be good. That
the
would be
closest thing I've seen people do is if you're in a rowboat that's got a harpoon, if you can harpoon it, it drags you along for a bit.
Oh,
it does do that.
Cool.
It doesn't do it for a long time, but it drags you for so much time. And I've seen people do that, and it's insane. But
there you go. That's what we're doing tomorrow night, then.
Hold on.
Well, no, we're not. We're not
playing tomorrow.
No, I've got to explain what's happening tomorrow. I'm ruining all your fun, but I'll explain what's big things happening.
Whatever you do tomorrow, we're going to play Sea of Thieves because we're going to harpoon a Megalodon.
Well, you can do that, and I'm going to give away 25 prizes to the community and have a massive party. So there you go. No, that's got your attention. I'll tell you about that a little bit.
All right, I'll watch tomorrow then.
Okay. Right. Let's crack on with the show now properly. Here we go. Need to get a rowboat. You got no chance. You'll be too busy fishing. So let's do this. Our first game. This is no surprises. This is the first big game of this month. We did the demos of this on this channel literally 2 Sundays ago. I am super hyped for this game. It is my first game of this year that I'm. Oh no! Don't play that one. That's the wrong game. Oh, that could have gone horribly wrong. That would have spoilt something. Flipping heck. Let's do that. Let's do that trailer. Whoops. This is Resident Evil Village or Resident Evil 8, however you want to say it. Let's watch the trailer, and then we're going to tell you all about the game and have a general chit chat. Here we go.
There's nothing to fear.
Where's Rose? She's everything to me.
I think it's time you left things in my hands. Go on, rest now.
So yeah, that was Resident Evil 8. Nice short, sharp trailer, because let's face it, everybody knows what they're getting with this. This is out. This came out last Friday. I was mega excited for this. This is out on all the Xboxes, all the PlayStations, PC, and Stadia, as I always say. I'm not going to say much about this yet. I'm going to let Dave lead with this, because Dave, did you actually play the demos, or didn't you get round to it?
No, I played the Maiden demo that came out first. I think it was just on the PlayStation. Then the 2 they brought out later on that had those stupid schedules around them for when you could actually play it, which is a pain in the ass. So yeah, I had a look at it. I thought it seemed pretty good. Graphics in it were absolutely gorgeous. It looks really, really cool. And I say, out the 2 demos I played, the second one in the castle was the better one, because the one in the village, I don't know if you played it, but it mostly felt like lots of cutscenes. You sort of did a little bit, then it sort of took control away from you. Did a whole nice sort of little cutscene, then gave you control back briefly before another one, and so on. So I didn't think the first one was the best example of it. I thought the castle one was better.
Okay. Hello to Maybe Jellytan. Welcome. Good to see you. And thank you so much, Diva Wolf, for the raid. Thank you for raiding us. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for popping in. I kind of disagreed. I felt the village demo was better than the castle demo.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest. I felt like the castle demo, I was wandering around, not really knowing what the frig I was supposed to be doing, whereas the village, maybe I do like too much hand-holding, but I felt I preferred that one, honestly. I think it had more shocks and scares in it, but yeah, there you go. Oh, hello, Chelsea. Hello, you wonderful humans. I'll be here lurking. Just got home from work. Hope you've had a good day at work and all that. No worries. Glad to have you there. Mr. Newton, are you a fan of the Resident Evil series, and would this be a game you want to play?
When they first came out, I was an absolute avid fan. I loved the first 3 Resident Evils. I loved them. But then they all got so samey, same feeling. Not much made me jump. Not much made me invested in the story anymore. That this is going to have some amazing reviews from friends. I'm not going to look at, the gamer reviews. I'm not going to look at the magazine reviews. There's a certain few friends that if they play this and they go, oh my word, this is amazing, I'll give it a go. If not, it's going to be hard to pull me away from Destiny 2 and Hypersec and you know, fishing on Sea of Thieves. It's going to be hard to pull me away from them to go back into a Resident Evil.
Okay. Have you played 7? Biohazard?
No.
Then don't play 8 because you won't have a clue what's going on. Okay. 7 is a brand new story. We streamed it on this channel. I love that game. It was excellent. Hello to Grim Fate. Hello to Gecko, by the way, who have just popped up in the chat. I thought it was really good. It's very different from the last games, and I quite rightly agree with you that the games lost their way. And a lot of people consider Resident Evil 4 to be the best game out there, and it probably still is. But 5 was so-so, and 6 was probably one of the biggest pile of shits I've ever played. I've never even finished it. I got halfway through it and was, fuck this.
Oh, I never even bothered with 6. It just looked terrible. I played a little bit of 5, and that was just dreadful.
It became all action, no horror. It lost its way. Yeah. 7 very much went back to its horror roots with suspense. Had action, but not a lot of it. 8, they've said, is an excellent predecessor, excellent follow-on from 7 because it has the same characters in it. But there is more action on, focus on action, but the story carries on nicely. But it is very action-orientated, but it does actually, they feel that it makes it to be a better game. It relies on scares of horror, of like, you've got to move quick, you've got to hide, you've got to sneak around, rather than I'm slowly crawling through this house, worrying that someone's going to come bursting through the walls. It's a very different kind of horror feel to it. So if you haven't played 7, I wouldn't bother playing 8 yet because it makes no sense.
So do you think it's worth me going back and getting 7 to give that a try?
I would try 7. If you don't like 7, I don't think you would like this. Because it's very
on
different.
Game Pass as well, isn't it? So
7 is on Game Pass, so you can get it on Game Pass on Xbox.
Definitely worth it, because even Mrs. Paulie, we both loved the early Resident Evils. But yeah. I just think they lost their way. I really do.
It's
I love the originals as well, the old classic zombie ones. Absolutely brilliant. I did love the remakes of 2 and 3.
The remakes, brilliant. Remakes of 2 and 3, absolutely cracking. I think they did a great job with that. Tunes, thank you very much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Professor Stork. Hello, Professor Stork, by the way. We'll talk about the game. People are throwing questions at already. What is each of your favourite Resident Evil game and why? Hello, Diva Wolf, by the way. Good to see you. Go for it. Dave, you go first.
Oh, my favourite is Resident Evil 2. That was the first one I played back in the original PlayStation. I actually just loved the setting. I love, the characters in it, the music. It all just went together really well. Absolutely fantastic game. Can't fault that one.
Paul?
The first one, Resident Evil 1, the one that made me go, actually, this is worth playing and worth getting invested into the story. Even if you go back to it now and you see how clunky it actually was compared to the consoles we've got now, it still stands up. It's still a great game that makes you want to carry on playing it. I remember being late to work because of that. Do you know what I mean? But when a game grips you and makes you go, I've got to get my character to the next whatever point, it's awesome.
Had a good remake as well, didn't it? It was first going out on the GameCube. Then it's been out on every other platform. But that remake was brilliant.
Yeah.
Right. I've literally got to cut everyone short now because something is happening, which is only the second time this has ever happened. I've got to say a couple of things. Firstly, hello, Grim Fate. Welcome. Come in. Gecko Girl, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Also, Diva Wolf has just done a tier 1 sub to shit. I can't see. Who was it for? Crap. It's gone off my screen. But it's all kicking off. So, because we started a hype train, ladies and gents. So, Diva did a tier 1 sub to, was it Clout? I think it was Clout. Yeah, Father Clout. And she's just done another tier 1 sub to maybe Jellytan. And we are now getting our second ever level 2 bit hype train. For anyone who doesn't know what a hype train is, basically people are spending a lot of money on my channel in a very short space of time. They've smashed the target for level 1. We are now 6% on level 2. Tune, thank you for another 100 bits. Bloody hell, we'll keep this going. We'll keep talking while this is going. Gecko, thank you for another 100 bits. Now at 11%. Fucking hell. This is amazing. Thank you, everyone. This is how I make a living. This is awesome.
Mate, you've got such a nice community of people around you.
Freaking awesome.
This is awesome. And even so when I join it, when I'm not on the show or not playing Sea of Thieves or fishing with tunes, and I'm one of the people in the community, it's such a good feeling. You lot are
so cool. It is so cool. It's absolutely brilliant. Moonlight, it doesn't matter. That's absolutely fine. Don't worry. I appreciate you being here, so it's all good. Hello, Zenkai. Good to see you. Diva, thank you so much for giving those 2 gifted subs away. That's amazing. Tunes, thank you. Another 100 bits that you've said are from Moonlight, so there you go. Gifted bits. There you go. That's a first.
And actually, can I say something there, Paul? Because I know you don't say this stuff enough, actually.
Go on, Ed.
Moonlight, you are joining in by commenting, because Twitch keeps an eye on how many people comment and how much they get involved. And actually, you commenting and saying stuff will make middle-aged channel noticed more by Twitch. So it's really helpful that even when you comment, mate.
It is true. Actually, I know as much as you hate Nightbot, Moonlight, currently when I looked at Nightbot, you are our best chatter for this month. You're on top of the chatters, and that is by Nightbot. And I know you fucking hate Nightbot, which is hilarious, but it's deemed you as the highest chat. I don't. So that's there you go. But awesome. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Diva. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. Just thank you, everyone. You're rather freaking awesome people, and appreciate that. Oh, she's crying happy tears. Stop making me cry. Okay, we'll try. I can't. Bless you. Oh, Professor loves this community. We'll come back to the show in a minute. We're just going to talk crap now for a few minutes while the hype train's going. So it's like literally
two. Wait to hear your favourite Resident Evil. Mate.
Okay. Gecko Girl has just subscribed at tier 2. Holy shit, that is my first ever tier 2 sub.
Cool.
Nice.
You've broken me.
Nice.
And that oh my god, I have never had a tier 2 sub before. Thank you so much, Gecko. Oh my god. This is so cool. Chatting helps. Chatting does help. What is Paul Newton's Twitch username? Professor Stork wants to know.
Paul Newton Magic.
Yes, Paul Newton Magic. Tunes, could you type that in the chat, if possible? Or if you can. You should be able to put a link to his channel. I don't know if you can give him a shout out as well. I don't know whether it'll work. We'll see. We'll see. We've totally railroaded. This is the second time this has happened to us. We've totally railroaded the show. There you go.
That's brilliant, mate. You're at 24 minutes and we've done one game.
I know. We haven't even finished talking about that game yet. Screw it. Well, literally, there's 1 minute left. Oh, my God. Right. Chelsea Girl coming in there with the 250 uni love bits. Thank you so much. There's literally 1 minute left of the hype train. So thank you to, if it ends now, I'm totally cool with that. Thank you so much because I really appreciate it. That's a shitload of money already. So thank you so much. Oh, Clyde. Oh, my God. We've just hit level 3. Thank you, everyone. Gecko Girl for the 300 bits. Moonlight saying plus. I need to put this on the screen. Sorry. I'm looking so much at the screen. What's going on?
Right. Just so everyone knows, okay. Mag was saying that he wasn't feeling very well. He's got a reason to not feel well. He's feeling rough as hell at the moment. And you lot have just put the biggest smile on his face ever. That's awesome.
I literally wanted to sit here with my hoodie on and not do this fucking show. And I don't mean that disrespectfully to the show. I just meant me because it's just so like, but it just insane. Chelsea, another 250 bits. Thank you so much. This is insane. But yeah, I've not been. I had my jab on Saturday. For those that don't know, and it's really fucked me over. I try not to swear on this show. This is probably the most swearing I've ever done because I'm not feeling great. It felt like here we go. I got really. Oh bloody hell! The chat's moving so fast. He felt like shite for the last few days. So you see, oh, Mag makes me happy. Oh, thank you, bless you. All the people saying you are loved. We love you. This is pretty freaking amazing. Yeah, I nearly cried last time we had a hype train. I'm not saying that's going to happen again, but I am, just because I haven't got the fucking energy to cry. But I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. Oh, you've been followed. Professor's following you, Paul.
Oh, thank you very much, mate. And
go. You can probably see I'm slightly blushing with these red cheeks, so that's cool. Hello, King of Queens. Hello. Oh, Diva's followed you too, Paul, as well.
Thank you, guys. Look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my name there. So hopefully...
Oh, there you go. There's his tag.
That's my Twitch username to make it easy.
There you go. Captain Decay, welcome. King of Queens has just woken up. The first thing he's done is come straight into this. I love you, King of Queens. You're awesome. Moonlight's followed you too as well. Bloody hell. Right, here we go. This is all. Hello, Captain DK. Great to see you. I think this is for the third night on the chart you've been in. Everyone's just waltzing straight into a hype train, which is freaking awesome. Chelsea, you've spent an absolute shed load of money. I don't expect you to do any more. Thank you so much for what you've done. If we get to level 4, we've never got to level 4, I don't think. But do you know what? We're at level 3. I don't think we got to level 3 last time, so I'm cool with that. Just if you want to, all I'm going to say, if you want to spend the money. It's greatly appreciated. But if you don't, I'm absolutely cool with that as well, because you guys have just been absolutely awesome already. So just thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's not like me to...
Mate, such a nice community for such a young channel. That's awesome. That is just awesome.
I realised we will have been going... So it's been 6 months that I've been affiliate, and then about coming up to 8 months, because it's 7.5 months since I started the channel. So there we are. Yeah, you have broken me. You've literally broken me. So I'm just like, Jesus Christ. So, but yeah, do you know what? While we've got 1 minute and 27 seconds left of this hype train, there's a couple of people I want to thank. Obviously, I want to thank Lizzie, because she does a lot of stuff behind the scenes. She does all the merch stuff and other stuff. Jesus, Diva, bloody hell, that's 95 bits. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Moonlight says, can we fix Mag? I don't want to break him. I want to thank Pixie Star, who I know is on now, right now. She's doing her show. She does all the little bits with the graphics and all the other stuff and these backgrounds and everything you see. She does all that. I've got my mods. I've got Discord. I've got Tunes. I've got Berserk. I've got Mia, who all do a great job keeping you lovely people safe from all the spamming twats that are out there, because we don't like spamming twats. So there you go. Tunes, thank you for another 100 bits. That's awesome. I'm literally, oh my holy shit cakes.
Seriously, Tunes is awesome. He's such a top.
Gecko Girl has just gifted 2 tier 1 subs. They've gone to Dave, I think that's you. I think you just... Are you watching? Is that you? And Potato King. Hello, Potato King. I didn't realise you were here watching. Hello. Zenkai Paul just subscribed for a tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. Oh, my God. Have we completed it? We've done it. Thank you so much. We have completed the hype train. We've done it. Thank you so much. Everyone that's spent, whether it's bits, subs, whatever, you are all about to get a shitload of new emotes, which Twitch give you. And that is going out now. You all get level 2 hype train emotes. There's some dog ones and some cat ones. That's so cool. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. That is so cool. You received a level 2 hype train. I'm going to share that. Let's share that. Let's put that in the chat. There you go. There they are. Everyone's now putting the dogs and the cats in the chat. There you go.
We're not going to keep up with this chat tonight, are we?
No, we are not. You are absolutely freaking awesome. Congratulations to all the people. Fuck it. Thank you to everyone who subbed. Congratulations to all the people who just received the emotes. Congratulations to all the people who've just got gifted subs. And thank you, everyone. Right, hang on. Right, should we carry on talking about Resident Evil 8?
I've lost track of what we're even doing.
Fuck it.
Was it a gaming chat show we were up to, was it?
Look at that.
I think I was waiting to hear what your favourite Resident Evil was, mate. Done mine and Paul's.
I fucking hate all of them. I don't care.
Yeah, there we go. It was easy.
No, I don't. That's a lie.
Should we just put Mag in the corner and me and Dave will take over?
Hang on. All right. Back.
He's actually gone. Right, we can be blatant about him now, Dave.
Oh, we can say the worst things we want to, can't we?
We could. We could rip into Resident Evil. We could rip into Mag. I'll tell you what, everyone in the chat, just tell your mates about this channel. Just get a couple of other people to follow it. Imagine what we could do if this community doubled. That would be awesome.
Oh, it'd just be insane, wouldn't it?
If everyone just invited one person in, it'd double overnight. That would really freak him out.
Get him up to 500 before he knows it.
Yeah, he'd be sat there going, what the hell just happened? Oh, it's because Dave and Paul said everyone should double it. We like that. We like that. What we got? Chat.
Sorry,
dude, come back. Tell us about Resident Evil.
Okay, Resident Evil. Right, hang on. Right, let me turn that bloody thing off. There we go. All right, so I'm actually bit of a weird story. This one, Resident Evil 2 was the first one I played. Oh, bless you, King of Queens. Thank you. Wait, which one is you, Godgrim? Hello, Godgrim. How you doing? So I've just come back. That was the first time I spent money on a Twitch channel. Thank you, Zenkai. Thank you. You'd love me to get partnered. That's what I'm working to. I'm trying to become a Twitch partner. I'm working my arse off to do it. Diva shared the link on Snapchat. We're not talking about Resident Evil 8. I'm just reading the fucking chat again. Oh, I see which one. I'm the one that just walked back into the room. So, okay.
What more do you have to do to become a partner?
So there's 3 elements. Sorry, hang on. Before I say this, regular scheduling of this program will commence in the next 3 minutes. Okay, we'll get back on topic. There's 3 targets you have to hit. You have to, Godgrim says you need to get a viewer average of 75 people over the course of 30 days. So that's 75 people watching your channel every freaking time you stream, blah, blah, blah. You need to do so many hours a month. I smash that every month. And you need to do so many, is it days in a week or something? No, I haven't run an ad. 75 excluding mods. Thank you, King of Queens. What else was it? I've actually forgotten. There's 3 things, but I've smashed 2 of the targets. 12 days consecutive a month.
Oh, you do that.
Well, I stream 10 times a week, so I'm taking the piss with that, literally. But yeah, so it's the 75, and I'm sitting roughly around about. I'm getting my average views around 10 and 12 at the moment. It's only in the last couple of weeks I'm doubling constantly having double figures now. We've seen that change dramatically, which is cool. So I need to hit 75, but bearing in mind it seems to be a volume game. I've got 256 followers, and now I'm into double figures watching. If I can get like 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers, then I think I'd smash that fucking 75 goal.
Yeah, so it sounds like roughly 5% of your followers come on to your... Okay. Yeah. There we go, guys. You've got a target. We've got to get him to about 1,500 followers, then he'll smash the 75 each time. There we go.
If we do that, and I'm not joking, if we smash that target, oh, bless you, Godgrim. He says, I'm at 257 followers and my average is at 4. Then go follow Godgrim. Follow Godgrim and watch him when he's on. He's a decent fella, and I love watching him. He plays Call of Duty. I love watching him. There's time differences, so I don't always get to watch him, but when I do, I love it. So let's do this. But do you know what? In all seriousness, if I said I hit affiliate in 6 weeks, and I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying I had no idea what I was frigging doing with this shit. I've only been streaming for 7 months-ish now. I then said I'm going to try and get partner within 12 months. So my target is the 13th of December. Now, I don't know whether I'll do that because of the way it's going. But even if I hit partner next year, I'm going to throw a massive fucking party. and just get a load of all of you lot come over. Even if you can travel over once all this COVID shit's gone, throw a massive fucking party. No, I've said I'm going to do that. So there you go.
Mate, if you want a decent magician at it, I know some.
Yeah, we'll have loads of things. Blessing Godgrim says, you're sometimes there when I stream and it's 3 a.m. my time. I try my best, mate. Whenever I see you're on, I try and do it. So I try and get there. It's been absolutely insane. Right. Okay. Back to the show. Thank you so much, everyone, for the hype train. That was absolutely fucking insane. So there you go. Right. Resident Evil 2, I enjoyed. Never played 3. 1 was okay. Hated 5. No. Thought 5 was okay. Hated 6. 7 was the best one. So far for me. 7, I absolutely love it. Absolutely love 7. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that's my favourite one. So let's talk about this game. Resident Evil Village. It's very similar to Resident Evil 4. It's almost like they've gone, right, we're going to put Resident Evil 4 into 8 and then do it first-person perspective because that's what they did with 7. Story is a bit lackluster in the fact that they're vaguely connected to the other games. And yes, it's connected to 7, but the whole Chris Redfield and Umbrella thing is so loose, it's desperate. But as a story in itself, it's rather good. But they did say, if you love the scares and stuff of 7, you might be a little bit disappointed with 8 because it is more action-focused, but not in a bad way. So based in all that, what scores, chat, do we think that Resident Evil, we should have done this 15 minutes ago, what scores did we think that this got? And for anyone who's never watched this show before, I scour all the internet, all the reviews, and I give an average score. So I'm seeing 8 out of 10 from Moonlight. Godgrim says 7 out of 10. Keep the thing. I saw Tunes, I think, said 8 out of 10 earlier. Someone said 9 out of 10. Sorry, that was about 20 minutes ago. Dave, what do you reckon?
I reckon it's probably going to get an 8. I think you just say it's got, some good bits, then there's some other bits of it that don't quite work as well. So it's not going to be a 9 out of 10, I don't believe.
You don't think it's going to be a 9 out of 10? Zenkai's going with an 8. Gecko's going with 6. Oh, we're getting loads. Diva's 9. Godgrim says, I want it to be a 7 out of 10, but someone will probably give it a 5.5. Captain Gay says, I don't know. Haven't played it. That's fair enough. The answer will be 8, says Moonlight. Tune says 9 out of 10, but we agree with Moonlight. Everyone says it'll be 8. Paul, what do you reckon before I reveal the answer?
I'm going to go with an 8. I reckon it's got some diehard fans that will boost it up to an 8. I'm not sure. If I look in my heart, I still don't think Resident Evil's worth the 8 anymore. But I will go and play number 7, and hopefully I'll be wrong. But I'm going to give it an 8.
If 7 changes your mind, then I think you'll love this one. But it changed my mind because I only streamed 7 last year. I only actually played it, even though it's been out for years. So that is the kind of. There you go. Grim Fate says 7. Professor Stork says 8. It gets an 8.5 on average. So not quite an 8, but not quite a 9. 8.5. People were giving it 8s and 9s. So there you go. No, that is not Joe Rogan behind Mr. Newton. That is actually Mr. Newton in a picture. There you go. Zenkai, get in. There you go.
If I look a bit more angry, it looks like me again.
I can see it now.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, man. Right, next game, because we're now like half an hour behind on the show. So we're gonna do this. Next game, another game. Oh, shit, I forgot to say. So that's Resident Evil Village, or 8, if you want to be clever, out on all the Xboxes, all the PlayStations, PC and Stadia, out last Friday. Gets a really good, solid 8.5. There you go. Next game also came out on Friday. This is kind of in I guess you call it an open beta preview phase, but you can quite openly get it. But you do pay for it. I've already seen a couple of people stream this. Anyone who knows Little Panda has been streaming this last couple of days. This is a game called Hood, Outlaws, and Legends. Let's check out the trailer and then let's know what you think in the chat. Here we go.
And we will hold the line when fury comes and armies rise. We are legends. We
So yeah, that came out last Friday. It's a 4v4 game. Elements of Assassin's Creed, which Senkai's just said. You know, I've seen quite a bit of footage. Unfortunately, Little Panda's not here tonight. He might pop up, but much respect to Little Panda if you're there. He's been playing quite a lot of it over the weekend. It looks quite cool because it's not just you go and attack people. It's work out your team, work out your strategy, how you're going to get to point A to point B, and how you're going to sneak up and attack and blah, blah. So it's quite intricate. You can't just go in wailing with an hammer and kill people. Chances are, if you do, you get offed. So it looks quite cool. Paul, I'm going to start with you on this. What are your thoughts on this?
I'm in. I love Assassin's Creed games. Now, don't get me wrong, my wife has kind of taken over on Assassin's. She likes them more than I do now. But one of the Assassin's games that had the multiplayer element, when you and your mates were literally going around trying to find the opposing team, take them out quietly or disguise yourself to hide and things like that. We love that. So, yeah, I'm well up for trying this. I think if you get the right team around you, this could be a really interesting multiplayer game.
Yeah. Dave, your thoughts?
I certainly think it looks like it could be an interesting one. At least it's doing something a little bit different. We've got loads of battle royales and stuff out at the moment, so it's nice to see one that's doing a little bit different things.
Yeah.
I quite like the sound of it because always quite like the the 4-player team against the environment, which you've still got in this, but then there's another team of 4 trying to get the exact same stuff as you.
Yeah.
And Paulie likes his stuff, so he'll probably be well up for getting stuck into this one, won't he?
Stuff!
But I reckon it's one of those games, he's going to live and die, and if you can get a good team behind, it's going to have to be when you play with your mates. If you're just jumping in with randoms, they're probably going to be off lone wolfing, doing their own thing, not really playing it properly how it should be played. So as long as you get a good team, as long as they keep building on it as well, making sure the modes are good, everything's balanced properly, then it might have a bit of longevity to it. But as we know, in multiplayer games, that market is pretty crowded. They're all trying to vie for your attention. So it's going to have to do something pretty good to sort of get noticed and stay in everyone's mind. Hopefully it will.
It's very true. Cool. Grim Fate was saying Revelations. I think it was Brotherhood and Revelations. Assassin's Creed.
I think you're right.
I think so.
Hello, Mia. There you go. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Welcome. That's your 6 months. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, I think it was Assassin's Creed Brotherhood that first brought it in, and then they brought that one in. Hello, Commander Shardlake. Mia saying hello, Davey. Hello, Paul.
Hi,
Hey, Mia.
So, scores are coming in for this one. 8 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Gecko 8 out of 10. Godgrim 6 out of 10. Diva 7 out of 10. Tune 7 out of 10. Let us know in the chat what you think. What scores? There you go. Yes, Mia has a cool badge now. There you go. Let us know what scores you've got for this. I could tell you, it's one of the few games that's come out this weekend that relies on multiplayer, where the servers weren't too bad. Watching a few people play it, they said, yes, there was a bit of a long loading time waiting to get in, but generally was quite good, unlike Outriders, as Dave said, where, you know, the opening weekend, you couldn't really play it for the first 72 hours or whatever. But this was quite good. Grim Fate says, I want to play Revelations again. Sorry about that, mate. It's a great game, though. Love Revelations. So, yeah, this game is Hoods, Outlaws, and Legends, which came out on Friday. So we're getting lots of scores. It's good fun. They want to see, obviously, it's still kind of in a sort of early development. which is probably why it gets a solid 7 out of 10 for that game. 7 out of 10 for Hoods, Outlaws, and Legends. So there you go. That came out last Friday, is available on all the Xboxes, all the PlayStations, and PC. If you want to go check it out. I think it's only about $24.99 as well, which ain't bad for a game that's brand new. So it's not too bad. Yeah, that's a good description, Captain Decay. It's like For Honor, but co-op. That's a bloody good description. I forgot about Ubisoft's For Honor. So that's a good one. So there you go. Did David say that as well? I did not know that. Sorry. Right. News. Might as well cram in some news. I'm going to do this quick. Dave, you're going to have to help me there because my mind's gone blank. Who are the people that recently made the Spider-Man games on PlayStation?
Insomniac.
Thank you. So, Insomniac Games, who are very popular. One of their first big games for the Xbox was Sunset Overdrive, which I still think, in my opinion, is one of the best or in the top 3 Xbox exclusive games ever. And it was great fun. If you've never played it, play it. It's on Game Pass. It's free. It's hilarious. It's great fun. However, they got snapped up by Sony. So they did the recent Spider-Man games. They did something else recently as well. What is it we literally just talked about the other week?
Ratchet and Clank, that's coming out.
That's it. They're doing a new... Yeah, literally Ratchet and Clank, which we talked about on the show last week. They're doing that as well. Now, what's interesting is Sony have bought the rights for Sunset Overdrive. So one of two things is going to happen. Either, as Zenkai said, correctly so, we are going to get a PS5 port of Sunset Overdrive, because it did come to the PC eventually about 4 or 5 years later after it being on the Xbox. Or PlayStation people are going to be very lucky because they are going to get a sequel to that game, which Xbox are not going to get. But we're not quite sure what yet. Or they'll do both. They'll re-release that in the because we've seen this. They did this with Judgment. We talked about the other day. They re-released Judgment for the new Xbox and new PlayStation. And the same week, and Zenkai put this in our channel as well, said they announced the sequel for Judgment. So it's perfect time. It's like, if you haven't played it, here's the first game. By the way, ta-da! The new one's coming out. I think they could do that. It's, Diva's downloading speak. Sunset Overdrive is the great fun. It's I can't describe it. It's like Tony Hawk on crack. It's just hilarious, but it's got a great sense of humor, and it's just great fun. Thank you to Dammit Davis for the follow. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, what are our thoughts, guys? One, have you ever played Sunset Overdrive? And two, is it surprised you that this is now going to possibly come to PlayStation? I'll go with Dave first.
I did play a bit of it whenever it came out now. Years ago, it wasn't on the 360. I wasn't as enamored with it as you. I thought it was okay. I probably played about half of it, I'm guessing. Not as good as Halo, so not for me.
Fuck off! Okay,
so we're talking about Halo now?
No.
That's it.
Awesome.
No, we're not.
But I didn't realise that when Insomniac left Microsoft let them take the rights for Sunset Overdrive with them. So I was initially surprised when I saw Sony were patenting it. Well, okay, interested. So, yeah, you're right. They could be doing a sequel for it. Seems the most likely route to go down. We're going to have to wait and see because they've got Ratchet and Clank coming out. Then they're bound to be doing a Spider-Man 2. So it could be a while before we see another Sunset Overdrive.
True. I mean, some people have said, look, it passed them by. Zenkai said it passed them by. Do you know what? I didn't get it when it came out. I think I got it a couple of... Do you know what? When Game Pass first started a couple of years ago, it was the first game they chucked on there. And I was like, I'll give it a whirl. I must have played it for about 4 months straight. I loved it that much. Just all the film references. They take the piss out of Back to the Future, Bill and Ted. There's loads of stuff in there. It's very cleverly done. But I think if you don't like it, you're not going to like it. But it is, I mean, I'm trying to sell it here. Diva, let me know what you think of it when you start playing it. But it is the only game that has a joke about exploding pigeons where the narrator is basically going, pigeon combo, super pigeon combo, triple pigeon combo, and it keeps going and going, and just goes super triple criminal edition combo, and then goes, fuck, I forgot to say pigeon. That just sums up the game. I just probably one of my favorite game moments ever. But there you go. Play it for yourself. Yeah.
How many pigeons did you murder to get that though?
I know. Well, yeah, a lot. If you don't like it, you're not going to like it. Trademark MAG 2021. Thank you, Tunes.
You get that on a t-shirt.
Do you know what? Shit. Write that shit down. Tunes, write that down. That's going on that's going on a new merch t-shirt. Someone write that down, or someone clip it, because I ain't going to remember. I'm actually going to write it down. If you don't like it, there was some form of sense there, weren't there? If you don't like it, you're not going to like it. I come out with some absolute shite, don't I?
You do, mate.
Do you know, I said I'm still not feeling 100%. I'm still not well. And I said I was just going to talk absolute crap. And I think I've outdone myself there on that one. There you go. Thank you, Tunes.
Warn us, mate.
Oh, easily.
Tunes, I might even split some profits of that t-shirt. But saying that, probably only 2 people will buy it. So we're not going to make that much off it. But there you go. I like that. Thank you. There you go. Right. I know, Diva. Bless you. Right. Here we go. Yeah. Sunset Overdrive. Never played it. Give it a whirl. Right. Games. Right. Let's go on to talk about new games. Now, this is a game that's been out on nearly all the other platforms for a couple of years now, but finally got onto Xbox last week. This is Dragon Quest Builders 2. So anyone who's familiar with the Dragon Quest RPG games, this is slightly different. We have streamed Dragon Quest. God damn that girl, that Gemma in that game, does my head in that game. But here we go. Dragon Quest Builders 2. Here's the trailer. Tell us what you think in the chat and all that malarkey. Here we go.
It is a time of peril, a time of fear. The torturous children of Hargon are behaving quite horrendously, and the world has been left to ruin. But by Jove, my beautiful builder brethren, I have some fantabulous news. Oh, yes! It's up to you, Xbox fans, to become the creme de la creme of the construction world, along with the help of your inscrutable chum Malroth. So grab your mallet, unravel the riddles of this land, and defeat the dreadful children of Hargon. There is a land of adventure with many islands to explore, offering a gargantuan amount of building prospects. Gather materials from all over the world in your quest to become the ultimate builder. Master your crafting skills on each island and create the most useful of apparatuses. Build huge structures in a humongous world, with a little help from the eager islanders. Work together with your villagers to make sure the seeds are sown to raise the finest selection of crops. Harvest anything from the humble cabbage and wheat to scrumptiously succulent strawberries. But watch out, my Xbox aficionados. At any one moment, you can be surrounded by ghastly monsters determined to destroy your world. Thankfully, the mysterious Malroth, your fearless fiend-fighting friend, is always on hand to keep them at bay. And now this is all mightily available on Xbox, my friends. Oh, what an absolute treat! So, grab your controller, my balmy builder buddies, fire up your Xbox machine, and build your fate together in Dragon Quest Builders 2! Available now on Xbox.
Well, that guy was going to have an aneurysm at one point, the way he was going on about this.
He's very excited about it.
Yeah, so the best way... Now, Zenkai just said that brilliantly. If Nintendo made Minecraft, but then it had a baby with Zelda and Animal Crossing, that's what it would pop out, literally. Moonlight says, why does it look like a shitter version of Minecraft? People are saying 8 out of 10. But Moonlight says that, but it gives it an 8.8 out of 10. That voice sold it. I know. Loads of people saying 8 out of 10. This has been out on Switch, PlayStation, well before. It's finally dragged its arse onto Xbox. It's free to play on Game Pass. Came out last Thursday, I think, or Friday on Game Pass. His first words make me want to skip. There you go. You don't play the game, and all that shite. So there you go. Fest says I'm going 7.5. Mr. Newton, I'm going to start with you. What do you reckon to this?
Do you know what? This is the type of game that I watch a trailer and I'll go, no, that's not me. I'm never going to play that. And then I'll play it on one of my mates' Xboxes around their house and I'll go, that's addictive, that is. And then I'll download it and I'll be stuck to it for 2 months. and I know, I'll be playing it going, this is a load of tosh. Why am I playing this? And I'll still be addicted to this. So, do you know what? There was something about it that reminded me of Spyro as well.
Oh, God, yeah.
That's a blast from the past, isn't it? See, I reckon this is going to be about an 8.5 out of 10. This.
Okay, 8.5. Davey boy, what do you reckon?
I'm with Paul. It's not the sort of game I'd play for looking at the trailer. Didn't grab me at all. But then again, I've never really played any Dragon Quest stuff. Never been interested in Minecraft at all. Not interested in the whole building side of it. I'd rather play a game with a decent story. I can finish in a few hours. Not saying I can just keep going on and on and on and on and on forever. I mean, it looks a little bit more interesting than Minecraft, because at least it's got a bit more RPG stuff to it.
Yeah.
I quite like the bit where they just like got the blanket and just like flying around, gliding down. It just reminds me of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So that's all piques my interest in it a tiny bit. But I don't think enough to make me play it.
All right. What are you going to go with?
I'm going to go with a 9.
Oh, so Paul says 8.5 is 9. Moonlight's going for an 8.8, which is quite precise. Professor's 7.5. Tunes with an 8. I'm just going to see who else. D with an 8. There's a few others there. I think 8. Moonlight says, Dave, we are enemies now.
What can I say? It's no Halo.
Oh, God. Take your Halo and stick it on top of your angel wings. Kuda, 8. There you go. Hello, Kuda. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Right, I could tell you, Mr. Newton got it right. 8.5 out of 10.
That's
if
it.
You were watching the trailer closely, there's about 20 scores shown on the screen, which were about between an 8 and a 9. So if you saw that in the trailer, that might have given it away. But yeah, you're close. 8.5. 8.5 it is. There you go. Right, another one. This is more of a remastered game. Basically now on Switch. This came out Thursday last week on Nintendo Switch. If you like your old style schooly space shooters, then this will be right up your street. Now, I've never heard of this title, but obviously this is Raiden 4 X Mikado. This is the trailer. Let's have a look and then let us know what you think in the chat. Here we go. just wants you to have long hair, and then you could rock out to that, couldn't you? It was brilliant. Moonlight says, I don't
I'd have to get a wig for that.
Yeah, I know, need a wig. Head banging doesn't work when you've got short hair.
That's the next time I'm on here, we all get wigs.
Yeah, all right, you're on. We'll do that. We'll have a rock out. There you go.
Yeah.
Takes me back. Tune says, takes me back to the days of Swiv. I remember Swiv.
Oh, yeah.
From the 16-bit era. See, I remember Raiden. I just didn't realise they've done 4 Raiden games. Diva's saying a 7 out of 10. So it's, as you see it, based on the good old arcade classic. Forward shooter, enemies come at you, blast the shit out of them. There you go. Simple as. Great fun, but very taxing. Gets your thumbs, you get sore thumbs playing games like that. You may have clicked me vibing to the music. Awesome. Thank you. The electric solo was something else. Oh, Milk Oracle is now Professor Stork, just so you know, just to save confusion. There you go. Tunes gives it a 7 out of 10. So, Dave, your thoughts on this? Ever played the original Raiden or fancy playing this?
Yeah, I could well have played one of them way back when. It's hard to remember. I mean, I remember playing Swiv back on the, I think, Amiga. I can remember playing the old 1942 games. They were similar style. I haven't played one of these for absolutely ages. I'm looking at all the bullets that were flying around the screen just then. I don't know if I'd even have the reaction times to survive that long in the game now. I think my thumbs would just break.
Yeah, like that. Exactly like that.
Yeah. So it looks cool. I mean, if you're into those sort of bullet hell type games, it's probably great. But I don't think I'll be playing that one, mate. Okay.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Mr. Newton?
See, this kind of game for me is, it's just rage-inducing. I mean, it's the kind of thing, like Dave just said, right? When you see so many bullets flying around the screen, that then you die, but there are so many bullets on the screen that you don't actually know why you just died. Because you don't even see what hit you, you know? Yeah, I can see, if I played this, I think I'd need to buy a spare controller for when I launch the controller out of the house. Because you know it'd happen. And you two know me well enough that exactly that. I'd go boomerang, it's gone, and then smash into the studio at the end of the garden. And that's when Mrs. Paulie would go, "Did you really just do that?" Yeah. I reckon it'll get about like a 7 out of 10. I don't think it'll go really high, but I think it'll get a nice 7, maybe.
Okay, Mr. Jones, what do you reckon?
It's probably got a very popular market for it. Who probably love this sort of thing. Probably give it a higher score. I'm going to guess an 8.
So you're gone for 8. I know Tunes went for a 7. Diva said a 7. Moonlight went for a 9. Moonlight, you were right. It got a 9 out of 10.
No way.
Said it was one of the best up-to-date shooters out there, like arcade-style shooters.
I did like that. It seems like you can pick different types of ships, and they have different. I think that's a nice touch. I haven't seen that much. I thought that was a really nice touch, but can't believe it got a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Yeah, they said what faults they could find with it was so minor. They said if those were fixed, that would have got a 10 out of 10.
Jeez.
Wow. So
there you go. That came out on Switch last Thursday. That is Raiden 4 X Mikado. Woo! Check it out on Nintendo Switch. Gets a solid 9 out of 10. There you go. That is impressive. Is impressive tunes. Right. More news. Who out there likes Call of Duty? Whack it in the chat. Let us know if you like COD. I like a bit of COD. I was never into COD. I've started to get into it thanks to this channel. Started playing COD. I'm crap at it, but I enjoy it. You know. So they've announced who's doing the next Call of Duty game and what it's going to be. So for those Call of Duty fans that are there, most people in the chat saying, "Nah, shit, don't like it." It's fair enough. For those that do like it, Activision announced that Sledgehammer, who have done games for Call of Duty before, are the people behind the next game. It is going to be called World War II Vanguard. So, you know, a couple of years ago, they did do their first World War game in quite a long time. However, they are sneaking out some information about the game. They have said, no, not Peter Gabriel. No, unfortunately. Great song though, love that. We should play that to end the show, but I don't know, we might get done for copyright. What they have said is there is more information coming about the game, and I'm sure we'll talk about it on the show over the coming months. But it could be the first Call of Duty game that is only on next gen. There doesn't seem to be any plans to be on Xbox One or PS4 as it stands. Now, my question to the guys here and to the chat is, that's great, but for the fact that most people haven't got next-gen consoles and probably still won't have next-gen consoles until next year, and we're going to talk about that later on, because boy, have we got some really shit news for you PlayStation fans a bit later on. Do you think they're doing the right thing?
No, I reckon they'll announce it for the previous gen. I reckon that it'll cost them too much money if they don't. Yeah, because as you say, there's not enough of the new consoles out there.
Mm.
They just can't get them out quick enough because of various production issues, or they're in the hands of scalpers charging a fortune for the bloody things. So no, it will come on the current ones. It'll probably be, say, the next one after, like Christmas 2022, when more consoles are out there. Then they'll probably drop the previous gen at that point. Still too early for them to do it, I reckon.
Yeah. Paul, what do you reckon?
Honestly, mate, I think if they go with that, they're shooting themselves in the foot. If I look at all of my gamer buddies, and I know most of my mates are Xbox, I'd say only about 20% of them have gone next gen. I think as a company like that, to ignore 80% of the market, and that's just a rough guess off the top of my head, but who would choose to ignore 80% of potential buyers? It doesn't make sense. No, I think they'll announce later that they are going to do it for the old.
I hope they do. I mean, for the fact that Call of Duty, we talked about this many a time, Call of Duty Cold War, which was the latest one that came out before Christmas, has been the biggest selling game of this 2020/2021. They'd be stupid because most of those people bought it on non-next gen consoles.
Yep.
They would not even shift. I don't think they'd even shift 10% of sales of what they've made on that. So if you are out there, Sledgehammer, and we're not talking to you, Peter Gabriel, but Sledgehammer, I think you need to announce that. But again, it could be a tactic to get people talking about it before they do the big reveal in a couple of weeks. You don't know.
I think you're right. I think it's a bit of a hype train tactic to get loads of people shouting about it, loads of people going, "Oh, it's disgusting," and then in a month or so, it can be we've listened to our fans. We're now going to do it on this.
Yeah. Yeah, which is a good PR stunt because it makes we really care about our fans and that, but they were going to do it all along. Whereas you get the other ones that bring out a game and go, "Oh shit, yeah, we really should have listened to them." Now we're going to implement this in 8 months' time. But yeah,
and it'll be buggy as hell.
Yeah,
because
we're not mentioning that game. We're not talking about that. We're not mentioning that. I said we're not mentioning that. No,
we all know what we're referring to.
Yes, Halo. No, sorry, wrong game. Sorry. No, we're not mentioning that game.
No, Halo worked.
Yeah, Halo did work. And I'm sure, hang on, I'm going to say it again. I'm sure the new Halo will also work.
That's the quietest all three of us have been for ages.
Since we started the show nearly an hour and 10 minutes ago. Oh, there you go. There you go. More games. I've been so thrown about stuff that happened an hour ago. I'm just like, what? I've got my script here and I still don't know what I'm doing.
Sorry, Moonlight's trying to start a fight in the chat by shouting PlayStation sucks.
You're not wrong, especially the PS5s. They're shit. I don't care. I'm an Xbox fan.
You watch this fight will kick off and you'll suddenly have 50,000 followers.
That'd be amazing. Look, I have always, I'm going to say this quite blatantly, I have had to put up with shit for years off people because I'm an Xbox fanboy and I just get told how great PlayStation is. Now, granted, PlayStation has always kicked Xbox ass, but I'm sorry, right now, in this console war, PS5 is sucking big donkey dick and they're failing miserably. So, fuck you, people who have always had a go at me. But there you go. And PS5s don't work. You can't get a PS5. The hard drive is shit. You can't even put 2 games on it. They still haven't sorted that out. The controllers got what was it, drift thingy on it? A lot of the controllers. What's that?
Oh, so that's it, isn't it? There's like one of those class action lawsuits, isn't there? About it?
Class action lawsuits. Xbox ain't getting sued right now. PlayStation are. We'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah. It's about time I'm allowed to win. Give me 30 seconds, people. Jesus. Right, here we go. I'm on fire tonight, aren't I? Maybe I should be more of a, maybe I should just be more of an arsehole. I seem to be getting more viewers.
I just want to ask.
You do a good rant.
Thank you. Thank you.
Does he like PS5 or not?
He's been really subtle about it, but if you read between the lines what he was saying, you can pick up his in the no camp. Although I've got to say, I do like mine. I'm not having any problems with it like people are. I'm finding it great. But I will agree with you, a lot of stuff Xbox are doing is better, especially all the backwards compatible stuff.
Yeah.
Miles ahead of Sony in that regards, no question.
Yeah. In all seriousness, PlayStation have led the way a lot of the time, and I think they've done an excellent job. I do feel, and I take the piss a lot, so I'm going to bring it back to realisticness. I just feel that from some of the mistakes they had from the PS4 launch, which still kicked Xbox's ass, let's face it, they made those same mistakes again with the PS5 launch, and Xbox is like, it's a far superior console, and with what you can get with it, and the things they've done and the deals they've done, PlayStation's getting left behind. So, I mean, they might by next year do something that's absolutely game changing. And if they do, fair play to them. But for now, I'm having my moment in the sun with Xbox. So there you go. Any sort of contracts with Microsoft or anything, or they want me to endorse, please throw them my way. Go for it. You know, a couple of free Xboxes for all the viewers watching tonight. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Something like that. Let's talk about some more games. The show's just going off the rails. Skate City. Oh, shit, yeah, I've just said what the game is. I was going to lead into it, the intro. It's gone to shit. Let's just Skate City. Fuck it. It came out last week. Let's watch it. Let's make this happen. Here's a trailer. Say some scores. We'll talk some shite about it. Here we go. Out on a load of things. Here we go. Watch this. Enjoy it. Have fun. There you go, plain and simple, that one. Skate City came out Thursday last week, out on all the Xboxes, all the PlayStations, Switch and PC. Skateboarding. I mean, Captain Decay's right in there going, nope, not me. Is this a sequel to Skate 3? No, it's not. It's a completely different independent game. Everyone, that looks shit. 0 out of 10. Diva says 6 out of 10. It's an independent game. I mean, it looks okay.
It's got a reasonable graphic style, but the trailer was just a bit dull. Really.
Not much going on, is there?
No, it looked a little bit boring. I mean, I quite like a decent skateboarding game. I enjoyed the skate games that EA did. They were really good. So I'm still hoping they might do a Skate 4 at some point. But that looks an average one.
Yeah. Paul, your thoughts?
I'm with Captain Decay. No, my daughter was playing a skating game on her Xbox the other day that's been out for a while, and I can't remember the name of it now, but it was epic. I mean, the movement in it was brilliant. There was public all around her, and she had to keep dodging people. And then you look at the graphics on that, and you just go, it's all blocky. There's not much in the background. There's not much interaction with any people. No, bored. I'm not even picking up a controller to play it.
All right, let's move on really quickly then. Paul, how many out of 10?
If it was me scoring it, I'd be at 0 out of 10. If I'm guessing on reviews, I'd go for about 6.
Okay, Dave.
I'll go a tiny bit higher. I'll go 7.
Okay. People are mainly saying 6 in the chat, or just I don't like it. Got a 6.5. That's all we'll say about that. 6.5. Skate City. Outlaws Thursday on all platforms. Pretty much say Captain Decay would give it a 5. So couple, it was made by a snowman. There you go. Right. Some VR games. Do you know what? If Snowman made it, I think you should get a higher score. It'd be impressive because it must have to work in winter cycles. They can only work on it every year for 3 months of the year. Otherwise, they melt. Well, there you go. 6.5 out of 10. There you go. Right. VR game out on PC VR and Oculus. This is something very different again. Reminds me of back in the days when you used to play Dungeons and Dragons and you had the board game and games. Remember, anyone remember Hero Quest? Because I do. Yeah. Here we go. This should bring back some memories. This is called Demeo. And this is out on, came out last Thursday on PC VR and Oculus. Let's check out. Woo!
Descending into the dark dungeons of forgotten memories, the mighty Guardian found himself caught in an ambush. An old but familiar magic, whispering a call to adventure. Compelled by fate, he summoned the old fellowship.
All right, boys, what's the plan of attack here?
You gotta get the key, and then we gotta go to the exit.
All right, we'll try to take out this little spider-looking thing.
Do it, John. Take him out.
Where are we going? Should we go in here? Ooh, a chest. Oh, we got a card. Ooh, nice.
Do I need to save you?
What's a card? You got a card?
Okay, hang on. I got this.
Oh!
What about this door over here?
I have a feeling this will get ugly.
They're killing you, man.
They're taking a beating.
I'm about to die.
We got these clowns.
We got your back.
Oh, here they come.
I got you. I got you.
Let's do this.
Whoa, nice!
There you go, Demeo. Now, I'm not going to lie. I think this is going to split people down the middle because people who love Dungeons and Dragons, into nerd, clip from Homer Simpson. Anyone who loves those games, remembers Hero Quest, Dungeons and Dragons, will love this. I have to say, I think this looks freaking awesome. If you're not familiar with that kind of game, you will probably go, no, not for me. And I think this is going to split people. I did like the fact that Captain Decay said, stunning performance by that guy in the video at the start. He's built his life to portray that guy chucking stuff in the attic. Great. But no, it looks great for the fact you can pick up the pieces, move around, roll the dice, spread out the cards, to do your magic, your healing, opening the treasure boxes, whatever. I think it looks fantastic. And the fact you can do co-op, bring friends in, it's like doing live D&D, but without having to be on camera. It sounds fantastic. I'll go with you first, Dave. Your thoughts on this?
It looks like a pretty cool idea. As you say, you know, some of us who played D&D back in the days, you know, it was like, yeah, getting all the pieces out, setting all the boards up, be right, pain in the neck, and then you got to tidy it all the way afterwards. You haven't got to with this, have you? Just had the VR headset off and you're done. The only problem I could see with it probably at the moment is VR still a little bit of a niche thing, so it might be a bit tricky trying to get like a group of your mates together to play it. You might just like grab the few randoms who are actually about to get a good match going with. But from reading up on it earlier, it is going to have a non-VR version that can cross-play with the VR people. So that'll probably help it out a little bit, give it a bit more longevity. But I'm sure once you've got the headset on with this, and you're actually looking at the board, all the little pieces, picking them up and looking at them, messing around with it, it will look really, really cool. Because I've played other games like that where it feels like you're looking into a little diorama, and they're really good. They just look absolutely amazing in VR.
Paul, your thoughts?
Mate, I am one of those geeks that loves playing D&D. I think Zenko said it brilliantly. Can you imagine if they brought this out at the start of the pandemic?
Yeah.
This would have gone nuts. I don't have VR yet. I would love to play Elite Dangerous on VR. I think that would be amazing. And this game might push me to buying VR because I've got some gig friends as well who've already got VR. Funnily enough, one of those buddies actually sent me this trailer earlier today going, boys, it's happening. And I watched this earlier. And you know what? That bloke who was putting stuff in his attic, I am that man, okay? I put sensible stuff in my loft, and every so often I find a game and then I'm sat in my loft playing with this stupid game from my childhood. So yeah, his acting skills were amazing. I am that man. Seriously, mate, this could force me into buying a VR to play D&D, basically. I really want to love this. But you're right, it's going to split people. You've got people who I've agreed with in the chat on other games, and they're in there now going, this is a 0 out of 10. Whereas I'm thinking, this is an 8 or 9 out of 10. It's going to split people completely.
Yeah. Okay. What scores we're going to go with? Paul, you go first.
If I'm guessing what reviewers said, I'm going to go with 8.
Okay. Dave?
I'll go for 8.5.
8.5. Okay. There's people coming in with 7 zeros, 8s, 8.5s. It got... Oh yeah. So I don't do for D&D, but my uni friends do, so they would love this. So that's the thing. I think if you're not involved in that kind of thing, you probably wouldn't bother with it. But other people were. So it's interesting to see that all the things that are throwback this show are getting the best scores, because obviously Raiden got a 9 out of 10. Demeo gets a 9 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen.
Cool.
No way.
Yeah.
There you go. You're sold now, Paul. You're gonna see the VR headset next time you're on.
Yeah,
Mate,
never know. Yeah,
so.
Oculus, throw us a free headset. I'll promote you every blooming show if you want. Come on.
Have you two got VR?
No. Dave has.
Yep.
See, this is it, and it's pushing me towards it. And let's be honest, Mag's going to be well known enough to get a free one soon. So, so we're going to be playing. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Get yourself one. They're good.
Get yourself VR. Do you remember that advert? Get yourself a number. I mean, get yourself VR. That's the new one. Sorry if you don't remember that advert. It was an atrocious advert. It was sort of like 118 directory inquiries. Some bloke in a nightclub just shouting that. Don't really get what the point of the advert was, but there you go. It's always stuck in my head. Bag will probably fall over while wearing it. Not only will I fall over, I'll probably end up breaking my legs. That is probably realistically how well that would go for me. There you go. Right. Now, talking to your legs, what do you put on the bottom? What are connected to your legs at the bottom? You get, this is a tenuous link. It's going to be awful.
You mean something that's on my feet?
Yes. And what do you put on your feet?
What, socks and trainers, maybe?
Yes. Now, I'm going to play you something. And no, we're not playing the Lely Kelly advert, Discord. No. Oh, Lely Kelly shoes. Oh, dear God. It's the latest thing that's been going through our channel. Jesus. But we have got something that's probably slightly better, maybe, than Lely Kelly shoes. Why don't we check out the new Nike PlayStation shoes? Let's have a look at the trailer for that. Here we go.
when I play, I don't think about what's been done. I focus on what I can make happen right now. The future is in every step. Because my game has no limits.
There you go, folks. It's official. The Nike PlayStation 5 trainers designed by Mr. Paul Gordon. They are now available. Does this have haptic feedback? I don't know.
I was thinking the same thing.
I don't know. I just, yeah. I'm a bit like, why? Just,
yeah.
What are your thoughts, guys?
Yeah, pretty much. I know there's a market, isn't there, for all these sort of high-end trainers that have got like limited runs and stuff like that, but doesn't interest me in the slightest. They look okay. Don't look any better than any other pair of trainers I've seen.
Yeah,
don't think how much they cost.
Done it again. Can I use this on my PS5?
You probably get less controller drift if you use the trainer instead.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The grips are better.
I really want an image of you now with two trainers in one in each hand, just going.
I love my new PlayStation. But think about it. When you rage quit, it's not going to do so much damage to the TV because the trainers will bounce off the TV.
Yeah, then it'll probably hit me in the head. I'll go.
Just left with a footprint on your face.
Yeah, it'd be funny for your followers watching me do that, but that hurt. Honestly, right. So you've got a following who are gamers who want to sit in front of their telly and play games. What they don't need is trainers.
True. Onesies, yes.
Onesies,
trainers.
Decent pants, maybe. Trainers.
Hats?
No.
I don't know.
I'm happily at a certain age where I could not give a toss what name is on my trainers. Okay, I now need comfort and support. That's it.
That is it. You're right, mate. Done the same.
Primark all the way, baby. I've got different coloured.
Yeah,
I've got different coloured multiple Primark like pumps that I wear. I've got blue, red, and white, green. I've got all. I just buy them because they're only £5 a pair.
Mate, do you know what? I now revelation it. I now wear Skechers trainers. Okay, they last better than any other trainers I've had. They're not ridiculous money, and I couldn't care less what it says on the side. I am not buying PS5 Nike trainers.
There you go. So Skechers again.
Yay, Jones! I knew I loved you.
There you go. If you want to come in with another negotiation deal, let's do this. You know, so far we're getting sponsored by Microsoft, Oculus, and Skechers. That'll work, won't it?
Do you know what? Actually, gents, I think that is the grumpiest and most animated I've got so far ever on this show. When somebody has tried to sell me Nike PS5 trainers.
We're really not the target market for that, are we? Not at all.
No, you're looking at a bloke who's comfy in a trilby.
There's people like, you know,
if it was a
big
PlayStation branded trilby there, would you go for that?
No.
Do you know what?
No, I wouldn't.
Not even if I had haptic feedback.
Mag will be sponsored by Lely Kelly. Do you know what? If they paid me enough, I'd fucking wear those shoes. They got pink sparkling unicorns. I don't care.
Lely Kelly.
Yeah, mate. I've got to be honest with you. If the sponsorship is enough to clear my mortgage off, I'm pretty much wearing any
selling out now.
Yeah. Are they like 150 quid, Zenkai, those PlayStation trainers? I'm not surprised that they're more than that. I would have thought they cost more than the bloody console.
Well, yeah,
like,
they'll be available from all your favourite scalpers for triple that price on eBay.
Yeah, they will. It's a good point. I'll order some now. Cheers.
Pair of things on sale on eBay. But there you go. Oh,
who's that selling them? Who's that Paul Newton magic?
Whoops. Right. More games. Now, at the time of please, Meg, please wear bright pink sparkly Lady Kelly shoes. If they want to sponsor the channel, I'll wear them. I am such a sellout whore. I don't care. People could give me spanners to put on my feet. As long as they pay me the money, I will wear them. Wearing a nice, comfy pair of spanners. Not only can I rest my feet on it, but I can tighten up the radiator at the same time. Perfect. There you go. Spanner shoes. Multifunctional. Coming to a insane institution near you. Right, this next game was due to come out last Thursday. However, from the time of putting this show together and it all coming out, it has been delayed by a couple of weeks, but it is coming out and you can now pre-order it at the end of this month. This is a zombie strategy game, which is almost like tower defense, but you're not using towers. You're in the tower. Trust me, this will make sense when you see the trailer. Here we go with Highrisers. Let's have a look at the trailer. We have got no review scores for it because I say it's delayed, but tell us what you think in the chat anyway. Here we go with Highrisers.
I happen to be pretty good at taking things apart. Why not? Break it apart? What's now? Alright then. Another great plan? Can't get worse.
We still haven't managed to find any spares in this tower. I'm gonna have to start making them from scratch.
If everyone could step back for one moment from any puerile passions for rocket engines and laser guns.
Our foes may be more numerous than the leaves on the tree, but fear not, for I've got everything I need with me.
Laser gun for the win! Woohoo! Pew, pew, pew.
Okay, so that is Highrisers. Before we talk about that, I want to say hello to Detonated Gaming, who not only followed, subscribed with Prime, and just gave out a Tier 1 community sub. And that's gone to Captain DK, which is awesome. So there you go.
Cool. Thank
you so much, Detonated Gaming. I know that's a big friend of Diva Wolf, so great to have you on the channel. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate that. Zenkai's looked up the shoes. They're priced at $120 in America.
So that's about £100.
Yeah, so that's actually cheaper than I thought. But there you go. Yeah, so there you go. There you go. Shout out in the chat for Detonated Gaming. Thank you. We shall see you soon. That is awesome. So this game. Yes, you just got a shout out and you got a sub hype. It did indeed. Thank you, Tunes, for doing that. So this is, as I say, a tower defense game without you, but you're actually in the tower. 4 different characters. You got one that is basically good at scavenging, one that's good at crafting, one that basically invents the traps and the things, and then you've got the other person who actually I forgot because I was reading the chat, does something else. I don't know what the 4th one did. Did anyone pick up on that? Were they just a good fighter? Was that what it was? they were good with chainsaws, guns, and stuff.
Let's just go with that.
Yeah, let's just say that. But you basically search this whole tower block to basically get out, and that's the aim of the game, to escape. So we've seen lots of games like this. Obviously, it's an independent game. Paulie, your shot first. Let's go.
Okay,
with this.
to me, it says something massively that the three people sat here watching that trailer do not know what the fourth character did. Because all three of us went, la, 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 by that point, okay? I watched this, and do you know what I was thinking? I think my Atari ST had that kind of graphics when I was a kid. I think we've now got such better graphics, gameplay, movement, that I'm never going to touch a game like this.
It's going for that retro feel, isn't it, with the graphics? But
yeah,
didn't really like them at all. I didn't like the voice acting in it either.
No,
really
if you're going for a retro feel, you need to use a story that's going to make us think of our childhood, and that's not it for me. So yeah, for me, no, I probably wouldn't even pick it up.
Okay, I'm going to quickly say something. If I could get my hands on it and it was a free copy, it was in Game Pass, I'd give it a try, but I don't think I would keep me going for a long time. It might be something I pick up and have a go at and then go. But I also wanted to say thank you, Detonated Gaming. It's gifted another two Tier 1 subs. One's gone to Grumpy Fox. So there you go, Grumpy Fox. And one has gone to Dane. Hello, Dane. Thank you so much, Detonated Gaming. So that's another two Tier 1 subs. Easy for you to say. So there you go. Awesome. Thanks so much. Dave, your thoughts on this?
It's going to be a no from me as well on that one. Nothing about it appealed to me at all. As I said, I didn't like the graphics, didn't like the voice acting. The gameplay didn't look that interesting either. I couldn't quite tell whether it was like turn-based or real-time, the way it was all happening. So some of it looked like it was a bit turn-based, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I think the stuff with the inventions and the traps, it's so like a tower defense, it just fires and fires and fires until it kills the enemy.
Okay, what are those?
I think with the other bits, you can run up and chop away or hack or whatever if that enemy's near you. But I think it's that thing that if you're searching in a cabinet for stuff, you can't suddenly turn around and shoot. You've got to either attack or it's like one action at a time kind of thing.
Okay.
But there you go. So we'll see. We'll know at the end. It comes out at the end of the month. I say it was supposed to come out last Thursday, but it's been postponed a couple of weeks. But you can get yours in. It is only out for PC. There you go. You're breathtaking. We've got to get that in a meme or something. Maybe get that on a thing. I love that. Gotta love Keanu Reeves, bless him. So yeah, that will when we know what that gets, I'm sure we'll bring that up in the show. So there you go. Now, a game that Dave mentioned at the beginning of the show, which seems like days ago when we started this show.
It is days ago, isn't it?
It was. We started Tuesday last week. We started this show straight after the one we finished with Tunes.
Shit, I've missed loads of work then.
Awesome.
I'm going to be in trouble.
You might be out of a job.
Yeah.
I better check my email.
So this has come out for, again, this has been out for a while on other things. It's finally made its way onto PlayStation 5 as of Tuesday last week. Sorry, not today. Tuesday last week it came out. And the reviews came out after we did the last show. This is Wreckfest. So we'll get Dave to talk about this in a minute, but let's play the trailer, see what you think, and we'll go from there. Here we go. This is Wreckfest, people. Now, what's funny is that the trailer says coming on June the 1st, but you can play it already. So I think that was an old trailer, but there you go. Quite funny that.
I think it's just come to PS Plus slightly early. I think the proper release is still in June for whatever reason.
Zenkai has said that it's come on free on PS Plus. So maybe if you want to buy it, I think you buy the actual copy June the 1st. I think that's it, which is what, literally a couple of weeks away. Can you believe it? It's going to be June in a couple of weeks. WTF.
Time flies, mate.
Seriously. Vinny, thank you so much for the raid. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Vinny, thank you. Good to see you. King of Queens says, I love Wreckfest. It's like Sega Rally meets Destruction Derby. I agree. Moonlight says, looks good. Going to give that a 9 out of 10. Captain Decay says, Forza is the only perfect racing game. And other companies are just making a fool out of themselves. Interesting. Dave, you've played this. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, I picked it up on PS Plus last week. I think it's on Game Pass as well. It's well worth picking up. I absolutely love it. I've been playing it pretty much every night since it came out. Absolutely fantastic game. I'm enjoying the racing in it probably as much as I enjoy it in Forza Horizon. It's just got that sort of great arcadiness to it. And this one's just got that same sort of level of chaos as well. You just smash into cars left, right and centre. There's debris flying everywhere from the side of the track off the other cars. You end up with some absolutely brilliant battles against the AI, just trying to get past them, smacking them out, spitting them out. Absolutely brilliant game. It's got normal races, and it's got proper like destruction derbies where you're just in a ring, all going towards each other.
There's like 24 cars there.
Yeah, it's not just in cars. There's ride-on lawnmowers, combine harvesters, school buses, RVs. It's just so much fun.
Ooh.
Absolutely loving it. So I'd recommend anyone pick it up and play it if you got a chance.
Oh, I'm very tempted to try this now. Now you've said that.
You should, mate. If you like the old like Destruction Derby type games, remember those? I think you'll like this one. I really do.
Okay. Lots of people love Forza Horizon in the chat. I love the Forza Horizon series. Great. If you said that's got similar... Tunes is going to download it just for the combine harvester. I want the ride on lawnmowers, man. That sounds
I'm going
great.
lawnmower.
Yeah, I think that's the first thing you can do, the ride on lawnmower, so you can get straight into it.
Awesome. Paulie, go. Tell us.
Mate, I'm seriously, from Dave's description just then, I'm going to download this. I'm going to give this a go. Because the game, it reminded me of, was it Burnout? One of the Burnout games where they had a demolition bit and you got more points for causing more of a train wreck.
Yeah, that came into Burnout 2, I think. That was my favourite version of it. You just had to sort of go into the oncoming traffic.
Yeah. You took a slip road into a motorway and then just caused carnage. And the more carnage you caused, the better points you got. Silly things like that. I love that. I absolutely love that. So, brilliant. I think I'm going to download this.
Nice. Well, it's on Xbox. I think it's only an Xbox One version. I don't think it's an Xbox Series X from what I've been looking up. But I think PlayStation, you can get it on PS Plus, as you said, and then for PS5 as well as 4. But you can buy the actual proper PS5 version in June. But it's pretty much free on 2 of the major consoles, so it's worth getting right now. So go check it out. What do we reckon this got? This might upset people with the scores, but what do we reckon this got?
Oh, you said it might upset people.
Yeah.
I suppose it depends what you're looking for in a racing game. Because some people will want more of a sim type game, like normal Forza Motorsport or Gran Turismo, which I don't like. I prefer the more arcadey stuff. So for me, this game would easily be a 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say for me it'd be an 8 or a 9. But compared to racer boys who want to try and beat everyone on a race all the time, I don't know, maybe they've gone for a 5.5.
Ooh, okay. So it gets 7 out of 10.
Oh, it's way better than a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I will try that for myself, and I will let people know. I'd probably might stream it on the channel. We'll see if I can fit it into the schedule in the next 3 months. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm surprised by that. That looks great. I mean, loads of people who have played it have said it's really good. I mean, Zenkai's played it and said I'll give it a 5. But well, is that the score you think they gave it, or Zenkai, or is that what was the score that you would give it? Just that interesting. I know King of Queens loves this. King said that big time. So we'll see. But yeah, there you go. 7 out of 10. You can get it for free. That ain't a bad score for a free game. Pick it up on PlayStation or Xbox. Do it. Do it. Get it. Right. So let's talk about another news story. We are supposed to finish the show in 15 minutes. I'm going to say this now. Ain't going to fucking happen. We've still got quite a bit to talk about. So we're just going to carry on, folks. Thank you for all staying with us and tuning in. We've literally got one more game, 2 news stories, and then some weird shit at the end that we need to talk about. So I just guessed I only played the first mission and got bored. Fair enough. Fair enough. So we'll see how we go. So more PlayStation news. It's all PlayStation news, frankly. So there is a class action lawsuit going against Sony and PlayStation. No, the giveaway's not tonight. The giveaway's tomorrow. I'll explain more in a minute when we get to the end of the show. People are suing PlayStation because they are unhappy with the markup that Sony are putting on the games in the digital store. Now, question I'm going to say to everyone, and you can guess in the chat as well, is what is the markup on some of the games, not all of the games, but on some of the games, as a percentage, what is the markup of pure profit that Sony are making on games that you can purchase digitally only from the PlayStation Store? And then I'll explain why this lawsuit's happening.
I don't know, it's something like 40% or something like that.
Higher. Pull your shot.
Is it ridiculous higher?
Yes.
All right, I'll go with 400%.
400%. Okay, not that much. Senkai said 80. Can't say for Tunes goes 175. Someone's been Googling, I think. Diva says 40. Capture DK says 60. Moonlight says 95. They have actually, it is 175% markup on some of the games. Now, the reason they're suing them, and you're thinking, well, why aren't they suing Xbox? Well, the reason is Sony in America basically put like a thing in so that you cannot buy digital games on places like Amazon or places like GameStop that we haven't got over here. Yes, you can buy physical copies, but you can't buy digital copies, which is different to Xbox, who basically say you can buy digital copies on Amazon, you can get them here, or you can buy them from our store. Now, there's a bit of an indifference with this because some people are saying, well, basically, if I bought my new PS5 that doesn't have a disc drive on it, I'm basically screwed and can only buy games from the PS Store at a ridiculous markup, which, if I could buy a physical copy, would not cost anywhere near as expensive. There's an argument, though, to this, whereas some people have said, as the pandemic has creeped in, more people are downloading games, and the people that have bought consoles that don't have disc drives, they don't really notice the difference. Apart from some games, say like Returnal that came out last week, that's come out, it's like nearly 60, 70 quid, right? But people are gone, yeah, but if you don't buy it right away, it comes down in price after a while, which is what happens with all games on digital stores. So some people were saying, what's the point of this lawsuit? Guys, go for it. Let's have a discussion about it.
Well, what you were saying, you know, that you can't get the digital games anywhere else. I think one of the main things with the class action lawsuits going against is just to try and stop Sony being a bit of a monopoly. It's never good, is when you got a monopoly. They can just do what they want then. They don't really care. So it's always nice to have a bit of competition in the market. So it would be better if you could get these things from other places. So you know, you might see the prices go down a little bit. Because you can do that with the Xbox ones. You can pick up the games here, there, and everywhere, and they vary in price. I've picked some up cheap from a couple of sites, digital ones. Yeah. They're pretty good. You're not just stuck with the Xbox store.
Yeah.
I mean, the Sony store does have some good deals every once in a while. I've brought some games at decent prices on there. Digital ones, you can't complain then. But I don't think anyone should really have a monopoly on it.
No.
So if the lawsuit can at least knock that on their head, that's good.
Paul, your thoughts on this?
exactly the same as Dave, mate. I think I think it's close to getting the Monopolies Commission involved. But I don't know, maybe their argument would be buy an Xbox instead. You've still got that choice, you know? I know we're both avid Xboxers and we love them, but I don't know why PlayStation does this every so often. They seem to do things that purposely annoy their followers. Why would you do that?
Yeah, it's people don't learn, do they? It's one of those weird things.
And that's me looking at it from the outside. I'm not a PlayStation boy at all. I don't have one. Haven't had one for probably about 10 years. But from looking from the outside, it just seems like all of my PlayStation mates get annoyed with things that PlayStation do. Yeah. And I don't understand why they're still fans.
Fair enough. My thing is there shouldn't be a monopoly allowed. You should be able to buy digital games or hard copies of games wherever you like. Zenkai says, I've been buying digitally on the store and I find it better because I don't have to go out to a gaming store and wait in a huge queue to get it when I can get literally 10 times faster with a console. True, especially when we're in a pandemic as well. You know, and you can't physically go back a couple of weeks ago. You couldn't even physically walk into a store in this country and buy a thing. So you know, it's all fairs. Welcome back, Vinny. Welcome back, Mystic. I know you've both popped back in. Good to see you. So right, that's that. We're going to do some more Sony bashing in a minute because I love to. But our last game of the night, and now this trailer is too frigging long for the show. I was worried we didn't have enough content, but with the raid train and everything earlier, which was amazing, we've lost about 40 minutes of the show. So I'm literally only going to play. No, you'll be all right. I'm going to see if we can do this. It's going to be about 10 past 11. I'm going to try and finish for only a few minutes. So get comfy, folks.
Comfy.
Let's do that. All right, let's do that. That's how comfy I'm getting. Right, Metro Exodus, the third in the Metro games, which did come out about 2-3 years ago on the Xbox One, PS4, etc., has now come out for PC in a brand new remastered edition. I'm going to play some of this trailer because I'm not sitting here for 5 minutes. Also, I have a bit of a funny relationship with this game, which I'll talk about in a minute. So here we go with this. With me or Don, looking like a donkey, or the youth. And here we go.
Metro Exodus is a groundbreaking, story-driven first-person shooter combining a brutal fight for survival with dynamic exploration, unforgiving combat, and heart-pounding stealth. Built using developer 4A Games' proprietary engine, it was and remains a state-of-the-art graphical masterclass. With the release of the Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5 consoles, and the powerful new range of PC GPUs, Deep Silver and 4A Games are proud to announce a radical update to the game, leveraging the full ray tracing power of next-generation hardware. Welcome to the new, definitive version of Metro Exodus, available as a free upgrade for all owners of the original game. Ray tracing is one of the biggest technological leaps.
That's enough of that shit. I can't be bothered. If you've got it, as you can see, if you've got PlayStation 4, Xbox One, you get a free upgrade. But it's coming to the PC, finally, and it literally came out on PC Thursday last week. Hello, You're Game. Great to see you. I'm very well, sir. Very well. So, the thing is, it's based on some books. And there's been 3 of these games. This is the 3rd game, and I believe this was going to be the last one. I didn't think much of the first game. It said there in the trailer, the unforgiving combat. My problem with the game is, with shooting games, if you get shot or something happens, you should be able to try and get away or rectify the situation. With these games, if you get shot or something happens, you're screwed. That's it. or if you deviate slightly from the path, you are totally screwed. I didn't like that with the first game, even though it had a good story. The second game, I felt that improved, but I got to a point in the second game where I had no ammo and there was tons of creatures attacking me. So I could never complete it. So I was like, well, I'm screwed here and I can't go back. So I can't go forward. So I ditched the second game, but I was liking that a lot more because it felt like it was a lot better. The third game I started to play, it felt like it had gone back to the first game. And if you slightly deviate off what is supposed to be called an open world path, you got brutally punished for it. I'm sorry, but that's not an open world game. But I know people who absolutely love these games. So don't let my opinion cloud your judgment on this. People say they're brilliant stories. It is a fantastic. It's all about people who live in an underground in Russia after a nuclear winter hit and how they get out. And this is the first game where you actually get out to other areas. Like you get out to the desert. Now, all the other games, it's either in the subway or out in the freezing cold of Russia wearing masks because of all the radiation. Dave, have you played any of these? And what are your thoughts on these?
I'm probably similar to you. I've tried bits of them, bit of the first one, but couldn't really get into it. I didn't find it particularly good. I did start playing Exodus when it was on Game Pass. I didn't get very far in it. I can't particularly remember if there's anything that put me off or if it was just other games were out at the time and I just moved across to them. But I wouldn't mind giving it more of a go because I've heard various people say that it's actually pretty good, especially with its more sort of open environments.
Yeah.
There's been more ways to approach some of the encounters. So I fancy giving it a bit more of a go. And it does look really nice, this new enhanced version they've done. So, you've got your nice fancy ray tracing. And on PC especially, you've got to have one of the newer graphics cards that does ray tracing. Otherwise, you can't play this version if you haven't got one of those. And I think it's meant to have better performance on PC as well, because since it came out, technology's moved along. So it can now use NVIDIA's improved DLSS 2.0, which helps improve the image quality and boost the performance of the game if you've got a slightly older PC or older card. So I'm tempted to have a look at it. I could kick myself, so I missed it in a sale about a couple of months ago. So it's back up to normal price now. So I'm going to have to wait a little bit for it to drop back down again. But I'm going to have a look at it soon, I reckon.
Okay. What do you reckon, scores-wise? A couple of scores coming in. Diva Wall says an 8.5 or 9 out of 10. Tunes is giving it 8 out of 10. Paulie, let's start with you, scores-wise.
I think... See, I've not played any of these, but that's because I've had friends say the same as you did, which was it's too harsh on the fighting. I mean, when we play games, we know it's not real. We know that if you did get a bullet shot in the chest, you're out in real life. And we know that eating a chocolate bar will not suddenly make the bullet wound in your leg disappear. Do you know what I mean? But we want to disappear into a fantasy world where we can be this fighter and we can work out the puzzle and we can escape and we can come back in. So therefore, I probably wouldn't play this. It would annoy me too quickly. So if you're talking about what score I'm going to give it, graphics look nice, story itself looked pretty good, but gameplay-wise, I'm going to be dropping it down to about a 6.5, maybe a 7.
Okay. It got, and Tunes and Diva got this bang on, 8.5. Well, Tunes said 8 out of 10, actually. Diva said 8.5. 8.5 for this version. I think if you like the story and you're not a hardened combat game gun people, I think people who play Call of Duty would hate this. Whereas I like things like Doom and that. I'm not a big Call of Duty people, but even then, Doom can be a punishing game, but you can get out of situations. It at least gives you a chance to get out of situations. I don't like these games. I've tried each one of them. It's not my thing. But people who do, 8.5 out of 10 apparently. So there you go. Hello, old boy G. Good to see you. Great to see you. So there you go. Those were the games that we've been talking about. We're going to talk about some more news and stuff. But just as a recap, Resident Evil Village came out last Friday. All the Xboxes, all the PlayStations, PC and Stadia, 8.5 out of 10. Hoods, Outlaws and Legends on Xbox, PC, PlayStation came out last Friday, 7 out of 10. Dragon Quest Builders 2 out on Xbox, 8.5 out of 10, but it's been out on other stuff for ages. Raiden 4 X Mikado out on the Switch last Thursday, got a 9 out of 10. Skate City on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC came out last Thursday, 6.5 out of 10. Demeo on PC VR and Oculus, 9 out of 10, was out last Thursday. Highrisers has been delayed, but we played the trailer on PC. We'll get a score to you in a couple of weeks when it comes out at the end of the month. Wreckfest on PS5 and Xbox, and it's free on PS Store, PS Plus, sorry, and Game Pass. 7 out of 10, came out last Tuesday. And Metro Exodus Enhanced, which you can get a free upgrade if you've already bought it on PS4 and Xbox One. But you can get the PC version as of last Thursday, gets an 8.5. And that's the games we were talking about this week. Final news story. A lot of 0.5 ratings. We don't get a lot, but the way the averages works out, it works out quite well. Last news story of the night. More Sony bashing. So, actually, it's not Sony bashing, but Sony have put out a statement to say, if you thought you were having trouble getting hold of a PS5, then be prepared to wait. When do you think they've said the best time that you're going to be able to get a PlayStation 5 is?
Oh, is this in like summer 2022?
Okay. Dave says that, summer 2022. Paul?
Are they going to be trying for a Christmas rush for this year? So November, December?
Okay, November, December. Chat, let us know what you think when PlayStation 5s are actually going to be readily available. Now, they have said that they can't catch up with the demand at the moment. And obviously, coronavirus has made it very difficult to get the certain parts that the PS5s need. So, people are saying 2022. Paulie was saying just before Christmas. Dave is right. You're not likely to be able to get PlayStation 5 readily available from at least more than a year from now, people. Some people saying 2023, some people saying autumn. So, if you desperately need a PS5, you're going to have to hunt around because there's not going to be many of them. So it's going to be more than a year. You're probably looking at June next year, folks. Sorry. Jeez. That's how bad the situation is. And the reason, I guess, is they're working on a newer version. Well, they didn't even say that because the problem is they can't even get the new ones finished built because they can't get the parts for it. There's one particular part, and I can't remember what it is now. I should have written it down. So my apologies about this. That the PS5 relies on. And they can't get them. So it's halting production of PS5s. So there you go. Did they actually say that? Did they make a statement, Captain Decay? If they did, they're changing the process. So maybe that's the thing. Because they can't get hold of those presses. Maybe that's why they're changing the processor then.
It's probably an option they're looking at. Because they want to get them out there, but if you just can't source the parts, because there's demand from like everywhere.
Oh, thank you, Captain Decay. Yeah. Appreciate that. Top man.
You got graphics cards that aren't appearing. I think there's still delays in the Series X as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
You know, you hear car manufacturers are trying to get parts as well, and just can't get them. Stuck everywhere.
There you go. Oh, yeah. Captain Decay got us an exclusive. Thank you. Cool. That's cool. Nice one. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. So there you go. That's the week that was. We're not quite finished with the show just yet. We've got a couple of clips to play you. Yeah, you thought you were getting out of this, Paulie. You're not. So we started the show talking about Resident Evil 8. I'm going to play you a couple of clips from the new Resident Evil 8 game. Yes, it's weird shit time. Now, if you thought the trailer we played last week of the Resident Evil Japanese puppets, which I still think is probably the best advert I've ever seen. This is not as clever, but good old PC modders are there again, basically changing up games. Now, is anyone fans of kids' TV shows? Because if you are never going to look at these two characters ever again the same way after you've seen this. I'm going to play you 2 separate videos. This first one is a much beloved UK kind of cartoon character, but not quite, but it'll make sense. Watch this and we'll comment on it. And then I'm going to play you a much loved American cartoon character who's now in Resident Evil 8. Here we go.
Oh, shit.
There you are. All this for a child who isn't even here.
What the hell do...
You ungrateful, selfish wretch. You come into my house. You lay your filthy man hands on my daughters. And now you even try to steal my property. How dare you? See, there you are. You've done it now. Playing games? Are you finished?
I won't last until dinner.
Disgusting outside.
Look forward to what Mother has in store.
Let's wrap things up quickly. Don't waste my time. A rat can't run from the dragon's claws. You sis, apologize with your... I must get hold of myself.
For even more terrifying and...
Right, here we go. All I've got to say is do 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 do.
This is it. If they kill her, that theme tune needs to be played as soon as she dies.
Yeah. Well, if you thought that was bad, this one's probably going to give you frigging nightmares. Here we go with a much beloved American one. And yes, you just did see a snippet. Here's Barney in Resident Evil 8. This one's going to make you laugh even more. Here we go.
After all the disgusting atrocities Capcom has foisted upon us with their Resident Evil creations, a modder by the name of Marcos RC has taken it upon himself to truly chip away at the foundations of our soul. Witness the terror for yourself. Are there any other mods, Resident Evil or otherwise?
I am going to have some weird dreams tonight.
I'll tell you what, anyone who used to like kids TV, yeah, that screwed it now. But yeah, mate, that is all Resident Evil 8. People have modded it. So you've got Thomas the Tank Engine and Barney the Dinosaur. It's absolutely hilarious.
I just think the Thomas one looks scarier than probably the actual character in the game. Just a look at its face and it's talking.
Yeah, Thomas looks like, oof. I don't know.
Who knew he was like that? It was such a helpful little engine in the show as well.
I know. Not anymore.
Dark side.
Flipping it. Oh, there you go. There you go, folks. So if you want to give yourself even more nightmares, why not play Resident Evil 8 and get some mods on it on PC, and you can scare your kids too as well. Someone's modded the Teletubbies. Oh my God, I would love to see that. Oh my God, that'd be amazing. And Barney's... I like that, Zenkai. I love that. That's brilliant. Oh dear. There you go. So what a way to end the show, and what a fucking show it's been. Let's say it. Firstly, thank you to our guest this evening, Mr. Paul Newton. Woo! People are clapping online. Trust me, I know it sounds weird. I'm just clapping, but they're there. Obviously, thank you to my co-host. What did we come up with, Tunes? We came up with something. Co-host. Claps. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's all good. People are clapping. People are clapping. Look, clapping. King Queen's clapping. There you go. But, Dave, as always, thank you so much for co-host.
Always a pleasure, mate.
Thank you to Vinny for the raid. Here we go. I'm going to say shout-outs to everyone. Detonator Gaming for the all the community subs you've given. The Prime sub. Thank you for the follow. Mia for resubbing. Thank you to everyone that was involved with my second ever hype train. I fucking love you guys. 7 people subbed and 1,395 bits was spent. Zenkai Paul, thank you. Gecko Girl, thank you. Tunes, thank you. Diva Wolf, thank you. Chelsea Girl, thank you. I think I said Diva Wolf. If I didn't, Diva Wolf, thank you. Who else? Yeah, that all of you. If I've missed anyone, I apologize. I'm trying to scroll through the thing. It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who's been in the chat. We have had constantly nearly over 20 people watching the show tonight. I am going to whack in my Discord, and Tunes, if you can put the link to the Discord. Last week, me and Dave said it was our second highest viewings for this chat show. I think we've absolutely smashed it out the park. Thanks to all you who've been lurking, chatting, watching, getting other people in, raiding. We could not do this without you. You are absolutely fucking awesome. I think I've lost the plot a bit, but you are absolutely amazing. We will post it in the Discord and let you know what our viewing figures were. I know, Paulie, he smashed your record by Tunes by 1 week. We think. We'll have to check the figures. So there you go.
Dude.
There you go. But before we go, folks, and I know there's 24 of you watching, this is really important. This is really, really, really important. So, as some of you may know, the community, as far as I'm concerned, it's a we, it's not I. I don't do all the work. Hit over 250 followers last week. And I have set certain targets. And when I set the targets, I say that we will do such and such things. Tomorrow night, we are having a 250 followers Jackbox party for 4 hours from 8 o'clock p.m. till midnight, right? Now, here's the good thing. It's not just Jackbox. If you've never played it, you can get involved, play on your phone, play on your app. It's great fun. However, here's the thing. Every time we finish a Jackbox game, I'm going to give away 1 or 2 prizes. There are 25 prizes to win. We have got PC games, Xbox games. We have got PlayStation 4 games. We have got books. We have got vouchers. We have got merch. We have got models in terms like Rick and Morty figures, Star Wars figures. There is, and Moonlight quite rightly says there is a limited edition Middle-Aged Gamer Guy t-shirt that whoever wins it no one else will ever be able to get. It will be custom to you, the winner. And not only that, we will never sell it in the store. So it is going to be custom made for the person that wins it. We will literally be doing a prize draw every 15 to 20 minutes. You can't win more than once, but if you win a prize and you don't want it, you can give it to someone else who's watching. The only rule is you have to be here during that 4 hours and chatting and basically talking in the chat. And that's it. That's the rule. As long as you're following and you've been following for more than a few days, you could win one of 25 prizes we're giving away. And I'm doing that because you lot are freaking awesome. That is at 8 p.m. UK time tomorrow till midnight. That is tomorrow. So loads of stuff. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you're in America, Australia, wherever, if you win a prize, we will get it out to you. There's no problems. So last time we did one of these, which was February, I had 100 followers. We had 4 prizes. 250 followers. We managed to get 25 prizes. So this
Didn't I end up giving something away at your last one?
What's that, sorry?
I think I gave something away the last time you played Jackbox.
You did, but it wasn't part of one of the followers' things. You gave the book to a copy of the book to Mystic.
Yeah,
because
I said
we
something
just did
stupid like, if I win this
party.
game, I'm giving something away. And then I won the blooming game.
Yeah, he won the game. Yeah, Mystic won it. There you go. So there you go, folks. So that's it. I am doing that tomorrow. For anyone who's in the other communities, the other Discord communities, whether you're from Chelsea's, Berserks, whatever, I'll put the details in tomorrow. Or if you're in my community, you know, it's all cool. And we are going to play Jackbox games from all 7 versions of Jackbox. So we are literally going to go through all. We might even get to play every game. I don't know whether that's physically. I don't know. We'll see. But there you go. Captain DK, if you can't get physical items, that's fine. If you win something, I'm going to explain this again. If you win something and you can't have it, you can then give that away. And then there's a chance that you could win another prize. But if you accept the prize, then that's the prize that you get. But there are prizes that are also virtual because there is a PlayStation or Xbox or Amazon gift card, for example. So you can get that digitally. All that sort of stuff. There's loads of stuff. It's going to be amazing. Oh, God. Vinny, were you supposed to be streaming tomorrow? Oh, my God. Are you not going to stream because of me? Sorry, dude. Shit, I feel bad now.
Seriously, though, Mag, the last time, it was funny as. It was so amusing.
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
Me and Mrs. Paulie were playing along all the games, and it was just brilliant fun.
It's by far the funniest thing you'll ever play. As I say, if you've never played before, you can join in. You just need a phone or a laptop or a tablet, and it's all sorts of games, quizzes, stupid drawing games, stupid games where you basically have to lie to each other and try to be the sneakiest one. There's tons of stuff. I'll explain all the rules. It's all good. That, ladies and gentlemen, on that bombshell, tomorrow night, there you go. Also, my new schedule's up. There's a shitload of games that I'm streaming this week. I ain't going to talk about it. Go check out the schedule. Go for it. Want to send a lot of love to all you people. Thank you so much for tonight. This has been awesome. Good night from Dave.
Good night.
Good night from Mr. Paul Newton once again.
Good night.
And from me, Middle-Aged Gamer Guy, thank you so much. And we'll be back same time next week with our guest, Joker Girl, all the way from the States. We'll be here with another TNGC. Thank you so much. Take care. And let's roll those credits. Here we go.